Okay, hey!
Oh!
I guess you came out of hyperspace.
I did.
It's glad to see you're back.
It is?
Yeah. Yeah, it's glad that you're back.
What is? Hyperspace?
Yeah.
Glad that
You've
I'm
been
back?
gone. You've been gone for a long time.
Oh, man. We actually, yeah, it has been a while. We're here.
We're here. We've shot a lot of stuff in the meantime, but yes, we have, man.
I'm talking about this Star Wars show.
All right. So this is episode 4 of Scruffy Looking Scoundrels. This is Casey.
Crispin.
And so we said from the get-go that we're not going to be a news show per se. Like, don't come to us for the breaking news. It's not going to happen. But you can, from time to time, hear about our opinions on the news, which is what we're going to talk about today. A lot of things have dropped lately regarding the upcoming Disney Plus streaming service, and we're just going to kind of talk about that, but in a different way. We're not going to be like everyone else. We're going to do it in a different way.
Yeah, right? I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out.
I don't know.
Let's do this.
Let's find out. But before we get to that, the shows that were announced, supposedly, first things first, when's this trailer hitting, man? When's this coming?
Well, listen. As you
I
know,
need to watch it.
as a level-headed human being like you, as you are, as I am sometimes, as what most people should be, if you're in the know, that you know that Star Wars Celebration is when they have been dropping the trailers for these new Star Wars movies.
Other than the very first Force Awakens.
But that was different.
That was different because Star Wars was coming back.
That's right. Logically, Star Wars Celebration is when we're going to see the first teaser trailer for Episode 9.
Yes.
Folks, you heard it here first.
Yeah, well, this was your breaking news. It is going to be attached to Avengers, but that's
Of
also
course,
in April.
but that's after
Yes.
Star Wars Celebration.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how you can't know that. So please, folks, Star Wars fans, stop asking. Star Wars Celebration is when you're going to get it.
I don't even think, I was talking to Chris Walk about this. Technically speaking, we don't even need to see a trailer. Everyone would still go.
Of course, no one needs to see.
You know what I
trailer,
mean?
but
Like
they're going to do.
Of course they're going to do it, but I mean, it's not like the fact that they're waiting until April, which I think makes sense, and it's not like a year beforehand or whatever. It's fine. It's fine that it's 8 months only.
Totally fine.
Yes, because people are still going to be super hyped up, and they're still going to go see it. And thank George Lucas, it's coming out in December this year again, and not in May, and that was a failed experiment that they tried. Mm-hmm. So, but what about the title? I mean,
Again, that's another thing. Fans, please, I implore you,
beg of them.
get a grip.
Yeah.
It is a title. Why do you need the title right now? I'm reading like people like threatening and like, if you don't give me the title, I'm gonna do this. It's like, what?
What are they gonna do exactly?
The title doesn't.
Yeah.
How is you knowing the title going to make it any better that you have to wait 8 or 9 months for the movie? I don't understand. Other than, but I need to speculate. How can I go on without speculation?
You can still speculate in 8 months. That's a nice chunk of time to speculate, and we'll do it. We'll do it here, and it's gonna happen. But again, it just makes
For me,
yeah.
I don't think I even really gave a shat about these titles. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember particularly you and I being like, what's episode 9 gonna be, episode 8 gonna be called?
Beforehand?
Yeah. Like,
No. No.
You know, I don't think I think we were curious, but we weren't like, oh my God, we don't have it.
No. I think
It's so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
I mean, once they said The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens, then sure. Okay, who is it? Is it Rey or is it Luke? And those questions get asked. Force Awakens, I mean, obviously that means a few different things, and we know that, but, it was just,
It's just very bizarre.
It doesn't matter.
So, like, as far as I'm concerned, give us the title
Yeah.
when you see the trailer.
Yep. Yep.
Just reveal it when the trailer is playing, like they did with Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
You know, like who cares?
I think
You're gonna see the movie. You know, like I don't know. So
it doesn't take away from your fandom. It doesn't change the fandom. It's just that's it. April.
there's good titles
it.
in Star Wars. There's bad titles in Star Wars. The world continues to turn. I don't know.
What's a bad Star Wars title?
Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones.
Those are bad titles or those are bad films?
Both.
Really?
I hate the titles to both of those.
I think
I hated them then. I
Really?
hate them now. And they're terrible films.
I like the Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones, I don't like it. I don't think it even makes any sense. I think it's horrible. But the Phantom Menace, I was like, it is. Palpatine's waiting in the wings.
You know, he took his love of pulp a little too far with those titles for me. For me.
Yeah. I think Revenge of the
I like
Sith
Revenge
is
of the
one
Sith.
of the best.
Yeah, I like Revenge of the Sith.
It was good. It was good stuff.
Empire Strikes Back. It's all hokey, you know, but it just it rolls off the tongue better than the Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones.
Oh, yes. And you know, in
get
the
what he's
Clone
doing.
Wars, every one of those was, you know,
I get that.
action, war.
I just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Eh.
I don't. So I don't. Whatever.
Stay tuned for April.
It could be called, you know, Luke comes back and poops on
Ray.
Ray, or
The movie.
you know, digging shit turds in Jakku, episode 9. Like, who cares? Like, you're gonna see it. It has no relevance.
I think
at
I
all.
would be more intrigued to see it. What is that? What is that all about?
Chewie wipes his ass with a Jawa.
I would also
movie.
watch that movie. Um,
But that's silly. It's just calm down, folks. You're gonna see it. It's coming.
so with that, episode 9 is wrapped.
Yes, it is.
What did
Yay.
you think of that heartfelt photo? And
I didn't think much of it.
yeah,
It's a photo.
yeah,
It's a photo of them wrapped.
yeah,
You know, it's a weird photo.
of them all embracing.
It should have been a little better. It should have been from a different angle. It should have been a different moment of excitement.
Okay.
Just because if you look at the photo,
Yeah.
John Boyega is just staring off to nothing. He has no expression.
Yeah.
You don't see Daisy's face.
Yeah.
And you see Oscar Isaac actually like crying.
Yeah.
That's like the one emotional pull in that photo. But
Yeah.
everything else is just like, what is going on here? Like Oscar's crying.
Yeah.
It's just an odd photo to me.
Right.
It's a
You think
weird,
it would have been like the whole cast and crew, like how they do those sometimes?
or
like,
just, you know, how about when they're all giving some sort of emotion?
yeah.
Not like Daisy, you don't even see her face.
Yeah,
You know, John, like, what am I gonna eat today?
yeah.
and Oscar is clearly like, man, we had good times.
Yeah.
You know? It's just an odd photo for them to pick. That's all.
Yeah.
A weird, like, you know. And the next photo could have been all of their faces, like, you know, who knows? But they chose that one. It's just a weird photo. And a weird photo for people to get excited about. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like, who cares? Okay, it's wrapped. Woohoo! It's, you know, tangible. You know,
Do you think it's
footage
a,
is in the can,
It's a
and that's a good thing. That footage,
No, of course.
footage.
Yeah.
They're still shooting these Star Wars movies on film, which is pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Do you think it's a short window for post?
No,
Okay.
no, because think about it. Think with a filmmaking
I
brain.
know. I'm just asking.
As they're shooting, they are editing.
Yes.
As they're shooting, they are working on visual effects. No, this isn't a short window. No, not at all.
I do think of that documentary, the first Transformers movie, when he was literally editing like, what was it, like 2 hours before the premiere?
Premiere, yeah.
And I was like, what? Like, that was insane.
Well, remember what they did with Avengers? They shot the shawarma
oh,
right before the premiere.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Bloop, edited in the shawarma scene for the
Yeah.
premiere. You know, like
the things they can do.
folks, they used to shoot movies. They used to shoot 2 movies of the same franchise in the same year. Come on, get a grip.
Steven Spielberg could still do that.
Well, yes.
He's done it.
Remember, Breakin' and Breakin' 2 were shot in the same year and released in the same year.
Yeah, guys, remember that.
No, what I'm saying is, I don't understand all these people who like, can they make a movie and release it? Can they do that?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Well, Zack Snyder can't, but everyone else could.
Yes, they fucking can. Jesus Christ. Technology, it's amazing, folks.
And it's only gotten better, you know.
Yes.
So that's happened. Episode 9, we'll eventually see this trailer in the next couple months. It's wrapped. But let's move over to the Disney Plus, right?
Yes, Disney streaming service. You know?
We're going to pay for it.
Of course.
Whatever the cost may be.
Absolutely.
I don't even think twice about it. It's not even a question of, no.
With all the stuff they have coming, I'm going to be coming constantly.
So
More so than I do now. And that's a lot.
we have confirmed The Mandalorian. No, but I mean for this.
Confirmed forever. Yes.
Yes. Confirmed it's happening. It's coming. It's shot.
They're shooting.
Or shooting.
Coming out this year.
Probably October.
How weird.
It's rumored around that Triple Force Friday, that it's the Mandalorian toys, the
Episode
9 toys, and then
the video game toys.
Jedi Fallen
And
Order.
weird stuff. Merch.
I wouldn't be surprised if also that's the day of the Mandalorian, that October 4th or 5th or whatever. So that's happening. We also there's a Cassian Andor series coming out, which you don't care about, but
No, I'll see it, but it's not like a big deal.
K2SO, he'll be there. But they dropped a lot of who's
Nobody dropped it. It was like fucking some.
You think it's just someone speculating?
It was a
HN Network or whatever, some fake news site. But this is how we're gonna handle this. I'm gonna say a title that's in development.
It's not.
It's in development. Well, I do believe what Christian said on Jedi Council, that they have a notebook with a bunch of names of things that could get made, and somebody might go, I wrote this script for Cad Bane, the show. What do you think about this idea? And then someone goes,
Certain things,
right,
yes, but
let's
some
do
of
it.
these titles are just kind of like, what?
Yeah.
No. It's fan fantasy.
Yeah, there is no Jar Jar show coming. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say a title. We're gonna say whether we like the idea of seeing this. Would we be interested in this? And then we're going to, even if we don't want to see it, what would make it worth seeing? So it's going to be a little bit of an improv.
Go ahead.
We're going to do a little bit of an improv. Okay, so this was not on the list, but I wrote it down. A Han Solo series.
Why did you write that down?
Because would you want to see that?
No. I don't care.
Like, you're done, even though you like the Solo movie.
I like the Solo movie.
It's over.
I thought it was great, but it's just like, okay.
You're good. No.
There's seeds in that movie that I would like to see through fruition, you know? But,
So, okay, well then, in the speculation realm of this
listen,
fake
if it came
world,
out, I would watch it.
Right.
And if it sucks, I would stop watching it.
what of those seeds would you want to see
get
drawn out into a 8 to 10 episode
I like
show?
the why she is working with Darth Maul thing. I like
Okay, which is something we're going to talk about because it's on the list.
I like that whole
Crimson Dawn.
Yes, Darth Maul is back. As we all know, if you were a fan of Clone Wars and Rebels and all that stuff. So we know Darth Maul is back. But I would like to see what they're doing there and why she got roped into that and
Right.
all that stuff.
Like what happened in that time period where they split up that she went rogue.
Yes. But again, is that really a great show? I guess leave Han Solo out of it.
So you want to see a Han? So one of the names that did get announced was Kira as a series. You'd watch the Kira series.
Yes, for that intrigue alone, just for the Darth Maul connection and what is going on in there.
Right.
Because as we
that's
know,
more like an underground.
as we know, Han Solo, as we know him from the first Star Wars film, he doesn't really buy the whole Jedi Sith thing.
Right.
So why would he really be a part of the Darth Maul thing when clearly he would see Darth Maul's powers and the things that Darth Maul is doing, and then suddenly in Star Wars he'd be like, yeah, hokey religion, I don't believe any of that stuff. Like,
So you probably literally never see him interact with Darth
it's
Maul.
like stupid.
You never see any of that.
And if they did, then they are ruining all of that.
Right.
You know, they are just continuing the ruining that George Lucas has done
Right.
with his own franchise.
So, what about
Revisionist shit.
And Enfys Nest character? Would you want to see her get?
I don't want to see a show.
No, but like that.
If she was a part of that?
Yeah,
Sure,
like that
hell yeah.
whole like she's
was a-
clearly part of the rebellion.
That was a dope character, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So seeing that kind of stretched out a little bit.
That'd be fun.
Um,
Adventure.
Would you want to see anything with Beckett before this whole situation? Or is that not like
I don't care.
Not a thing? Yeah, I don't care either. I was just curious.
No.
Yeah.
He was a fine character.
Yeah.
But it's like, there, that's it.
I personally wouldn't mind seeing the continuing adventures of young Han Solo. I don't need it. I didn't need the movie to begin with. I don't need a TV show. But if they said, like you said, this is happening, of course I'm going to try. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. Because I would like to see, like, the other thing is like his relationship with Jabba. Like, I want to see that. I want to see what
That's
Jabba
cool.
and him
Definitely, for
sending him out on jobs. He knows Boba Fett. You know what I mean? Like, that whole situation is what I.
Boba Fetty Wap, he knows.
Yeah, that I want to see.
And
And
some beats.
speaking of other Boba Fett characters, they also dropped possibly Lando.
No. I don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah.
This is... No. I don't... Again, we've talked about it. Star Wars needs to stop relying on the characters that they've had forever.
Right.
Just stop it. Ugh.
But they're going to.
Some.
Some, they're
Show
going.
something new. Like, I don't mind the Cassian Andor thing.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the Mandalorian thing. You know why?
Well, the Mandalorian's new, though.
Yeah, we really don't. But so is Cassian. Cassian was new.
Right.
That's one of the
right,
reasons
right.
why
I see
Rogue
what
One
you're
worked
saying.
so well is
Right.
because these were all new people
Yeah.
that we had never encountered before.
Right.
Fine. That's great. Let's explore that whole world
Yeah.
outside of this shit that we know. Which is, we have this shit. Give us new shit.
Do you think we didn't really talk about? Actually, we haven't talked about it at all. In Cassian, will we see Vader?
I want to see Vader. I think maybe not as a main character, but as a
Right.
looming
Presence?
shadow.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
I
Emperor?
think we should. Absolutely. Whether we will or not, I don't know. But man, that would be dope. You know?
Yeah. What about, at the very least, like Krennic? Probably, right?
Yeah. I
Like,
hadn't
and
thought about that.
Mendelsohn was, I didn't think about it until right this second. Like, he was on TV, like on his own show for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, it would be cool if he pops in an episode. you
Yeah.
know?
It to me, like, that idea of the show, it's not like something I would ever have picked, like, of the characters in Star Wars. I want to see a show about it. But I liked his character in Rogue One. I definitely like K2SO2, and I want to see that relationship. But I want to see the down and dirty stuff that they don't show you in the main films, like, you know, that opening sequence where you had to like kill somebody to, you know, to get this information. Like, you know, war's rough, man.
Yeah.
And I want to
And
see
I think
some
they'll
spy
explore
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
They will explore that, which is cool.
But
Uncharted territory.
yes. But Vader to be in, that'd be cool.
It would be cool if
That'd
he
be
was
so
a
cool.
shadow.
Yeah.
a force.
Well, like
that-
Rebels,
that
like he
everyone's
just
kind of
shows up from
afraid
time
of.
to time and
Yeah.
wrecks shit up. All right, so Solo Realm, we're good. Okay, here's a character, Rose Tycho.
No, absolutely not. Stupid. And that's one of those things where I think somebody just kind of made it up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Who cares? I don't hate her.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
right.
I just don't care.
And
And they won't. That is not something you will see. 100% believe it. You will not see that.
I hope not.
You won't. Who?
I do.
They're not going to make that.
Right.
You're out of your mind. No.
Is there anything about her and her story that would make a show be worth watching?
No.
Like she's she's like a
her-
mechanic in the
Not at all. Her
right?
sister is more.
Her sister's definitely the one, yeah.
Is like she's in the shit. Her sister's in the shit,
Yeah.
and we know very little of her sister. And even then, that's not a show. But what I'm saying is her sister was more of a intriguing character than
Yeah.
Rose. Who cares? We have Rose. That is the beginning of Rose's origin, as far as I'm concerned. As far as anybody should be concerned.
It's episode 8.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
when you start seeing Rose as the very first time you see Rose. Like,
Right.
who cares? No. And that has nothing to, again, I don't hate Rose, the character. I don't hate the Kelly Marie Tran.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing against
It's
nothing
just-
against it, yeah.
That is not a show.
Yeah.
It's just not a show.
It's not on the list. I don't think you are familiar with the character Ray Sloan.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that from like the books? And
She's in the book. She's a general or admiral for the Empire. And she, I think, would be a cool character. Kind of like a Tarkin, but not
But for a whole
as
show,
just a show that's centered around the bad guys to me would be good. And maybe The Mandalorian is that show. Like, yeah, I'm sure he's an anti-hero. Like, he's like, I don't want to do good, but if you pay me money, I'll do
I mean,
it.
that's all those bounty hunters, really.
Right,
Like, For
exactly.
the right price, they're on anybody's side.
Right. So, that's probably it. But I would like to see something from and we're going to talk about it with another couple of these, but a bad guy. Like a straight up this is a bad dude doing bad stuff. Like, even though, we watch The Sopranos, like, he's not good. Like, ever, really. And, Breaking Bad, like, you thought he was good, but that dude gets dark and is not afraid to kill people sometimes, that Walter White. So I would like to see a bad guy, like an origin story of how someone turns evil. That would be a good show to me. Maybe.
You don't turn evil. You're born evil.
These two, definitely Born Evil. Poe and Finn, buddy cop show. Another 48 hours again.
This was thrown in. This was thrown in.
This is on that list. This is on that list, not my list.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. Just dumb. No.
No?
No.
No.
Why? Why? We're getting.
I'm not writing these
we are,
things down.
We're getting
man.
their story
Yeah.
in episode 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah. I guess it would be.
After 9?
After 9.
Stupid. We don't know what's happening.
Well,
Again, this is just stupid ass, ridiculous fans being like, I want to see this. This is great. Ugh. No, I don't care.
Someone in the comments is like, I cannot wait to see that show. And we're sorry that we offended.
Well, that's the downvote
Yeah, that's that
from
guy.
him.
So obviously there's going to be a world of things that happen after episode 9. I'm
Just
assuming.
move past this. This is dumb.
This
I don't
guy?
even want to talk about this.
Okay.
A Poe and Finn show.
It's on the
Give me a
list.
break.
It's on the list.
Well, that doesn't mean we have to talk about it. You should know better.
Knights of Ren. The show.
Again,
The
while
ongoing.
we don't know anything about them.
So that
You know what I
means you like that idea.
I don't, because
But it's new. It's nothing we've ever seen before.
no, it's not, because it's connected to Kylo Ren. They're not going to do a show like that. They're just not going to do a show like that.
Why? Okay. That's assuming that the Knights of Ren are created by Kylo Ren. If the Knights of Ren are a bunch of badass dudes going around the galaxy, they see this young kid who just messed up his uncle's face, then...
I don't want to see it.
And then they go, oh, you know what? Your name is now Kylo Ren. You wouldn't see that? Who knows what these guys are doing? We have no idea anything about them. We don't know if they were students. We don't know if they were those brothers, sisters from Rebels. You know?
Exactly. There's nothing to go on.
Second sister.
There's nothing to go on.
But that's what the show would be. What are these beings?
Yeah, but if you're not gonna, if you can't back it up, we don't know yet. If 9 really has nothing to do with the Knights of Ren, what's the point then? Because we never saw. Who cares who they are? Because in 7, 8, and 9, there's nothing about them.
But that just counters what you said of, you want to see something new.
But not the Knights of Ren.
Okay.
They aren't new. They are introduced in 7,
Yes.
8, and 9.
Well,
It's not
7
new.
only.
But you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's nothing to establish why we want to see them. Because they're giving us zip about them.
Right.
If it was the Knights of Carcoon, okay, who are these guys? We have never heard who these guys are. You know what I mean?
I don't
The
know.
Sarlacc twins.
Wow.
Like,
We know what a Sarlacc is.
you know what I mean? No.
I do, but I think I would.
Why
I think
would
I'd
you
be
want
okay
to
with
see
it.
it? Why would you want to see it?
I think I'd like to see.
Who cares? And then after the show, what happens to them? Oh, they join Snoke, and then you never hear from them ever again. That's stupid. It's just stupid.
I think
There's no
it's-
resolution.
Right. How about this? This is how I think about it. Of what's his name? The blue-faced man.
Thrawn?
Thrawn.
What about him?
So Thrawn
Thrawn is established in the Star Wars universe.
now, but when Legends
But he
came,
was.
he was.
People know who Thrawn is.
Correct. I got that. But what I'm saying is, when Thrawn got introduced in the Timothy Zahn novels, it was, where has this dude been during all this time? Where was he? What was he doing? Why is he now just this threat? He was never said in any of the movies. He was never a character anywhere. But he just showed up in these books, and they made him a huge character. I would be okay with them going, you got a mention of these guys in episode 7. You know zero about them. They can retcon everything because it really isn't ever mentioned again. So if they made it a compelling enough way that these guys were still doing what Snoke wanted them to do, or in the background taking new people, making a new Sith order, whatever the hell it is, that I don't know anything about them. I'm intrigued by that idea.
I don't want to see it.
I think that you would change your tune if it was cool enough. If it was like, if you were like,
I would
whoa.
change my tune if after they are a part of episode 9 and they mattered. Because right now they don't matter.
Well, no, they don't matter. Yeah.
The idea of
Yeah.
them is like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
But in the end,
Would you watch a Boba Fett show?
not
Well, okay.
not Boba Fett. Bounty Hunters, yes. And
Boba Fett
was in it
and the bounty hunters.
and a part of that,
Yeah.
yes. But not, no, I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially, I mean, if they completely 100% retcon who Boba Fett is, then it'd be a little more intriguing to me. But as we know Boba Fett now, and in truth be told, I don't even think about this history. I prefer to not think of him as Daniel Logan and a clone and any of that bullshit that George Lucas made up about Boba Fett. I still think of Boba Fett as just a random rogue, badass bounty hunter
Really?
who was, yes, because I hated it. I hate it.
But
I cannot stand that George did that. It's one of the many things I hate about Attack of the Clones. It's just so stupid. He didn't have to do that.
He didn't have. Of course, he didn't.
And it's
have to do it.
stupid. It's very stupid.
I guess.
And you just screw up shit.
I just don't even think about that. Like,
Well, exactly. You shouldn't.
No, but I'm saying, like, okay, whatever he did in episode 2 and 3 or whatever, like, I don't see him again for another 20 years.
Well,
I don't care. Like, yes,
he's in the Clone Wars.
I know he's in
and
the
all that
Clone
shit.
Wars, but like, they still, he's only like at most 16. I don't even remember how old he is. He's not even that old.
So I would rather them just completely disregard that, if they're going to do just a Boba Fett thing with the bounty
But I'm
hunters.
saying, like, they don't ever have to even go back into his past. Like, they could do a Boba Fett show with the bounty hunters. I agree. I don't want to see solo Boba Fett show because I don't want to hear anything that happens in between Attack of the Clones and him being a cool bounty hunter. I want it to be like, I did some training with these guys, and now I'm a sweet dude who, double pistol things. But I don't need to see, like, him having flashbacks of growing up with his dad. Like, I don't want to see any of that.
And I think they would, though,
But I don't
knowing them.
Right. I think if you had it as Boba Fett and the bounty hunters, then it would be fine. You wouldn't have to go into, like, this is how I grew up, and blah, like,
Yeah,
that I do not want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see, like, how does he get, I guess, the dent, Cad Bane shot it, like that
I prefer
stuff.
a mysterious dope weirdo as Boba Fett. You know what I mean? Like that's how I always saw Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Just this mysterious dope dude
Yeah.
who went out like a punk.
Big time punk, just like his dad.
But again,
Um,
so dumb.
but, maybe we'll see an
George had to connect everything. It's
underground. Someday, maybe we'll see it. Maybe, who knows? Who knows what this Mandalorian is? I don't
See,
know.
there's some great opportunities there to explore the bounty hunters in that show. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the Mandalorian, the underworld, the seedy, gangstery underworld.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Hutts.
I didn't even think
the
about it, but we
Mandalorian.
would have to. We have to.
You would hope so.
You have to.
You would hope that there's some Jabba action going on there.
Well, no, because isn't it it's immediately after episode 6.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
So you're not gonna see
so
Jabba.
Jabba would
Jabba's
be dead, but that doesn't mean the Hutts are dead.
It doesn't mean the Hutts are dead. It doesn't mean that the Black Sun Corporation.
But I
show
do want to see like a Tales from Jabba's Palace type of show.
I want to see an anthology series.
You know,
that was one of my
where
favorite
all that
books.
Weird ass shit is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. And then you could
why
do a
is
Boba
he
show.
so revered and feared and looked onto as this amazing powerful gangster dude?
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I definitely want to see that.
That'd be cool.
Um,
All right, what else you got that I can say no to?
everything. you're gonna say no to. Darth Bane.
Honestly, I would watch any show that has to do with any of the
Sith.
old
Oh.
Sith stuff.
Okay.
Any of that.
Yeah.
Like the Old Republic, any of that timeline. Yes, please. Any of that.
Do you know? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't.
The lore of the Sith, the lore of the Jedi.
Right.
Give me all of that.
How?
Far away
Right.
from anybody now. You know what I mean?
I didn't read these books. I didn't read Darth Revan, and I didn't read Darth Bane.
No, but
When's Darth Bane from? Is he from that old time period?
he's from 1955. And he hung out with this reclusive doctor who was a little bit wacky.
Yeah.
And they went on time traveling adventures together. And then he became
That
a
is
Sith.
established canon. I don't know when he's from.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Any-
Well, no, but
any of those-
I just wonder. Okay, I guess all I'm asking is he from the beginnings of Sith versus Jedi, or is he like? Because one of them is like super old,
Yeah.
and then one of them I think is like around the time of like the Emperor starting.
Even that stuff.
Or
would
maybe
be
that's that
fantastic,
Plagueis guy.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Plagueis.
Tell us in
all
the
of that
comments
stuff.
because
Palpatine.
I'm gonna go back and read all these books. I just haven't had a chance yet.
I'm all about that stuff.
Yeah.
Give me that stuff.
Would you watch a Sheev movie?
Absolutely.
Or a
and
show,
him killing
like his-
Plagueis.
Like his beginnings, like, oh man, we're gonna pitch this to you right now, Disney. But you know,
They know. They're. I wouldn't be surprised if that is something that happens.
Really?
That time
Yeah.
before Vader, before all that stuff, when he is just coming up and growing in power and becoming who the hell he is,
Right.
training under Plagueis, like all that stuff would be fascinating to me. Fascinating.
Because that actually also adds one thing that I like, but not everybody likes. I do kind of like the politics when it's done right in Star Wars. And I would be interested to see how he becomes, senator. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a real House of Cards situation where it's like he's coming up in power, but he's also being this evil Sith Lord that we haven't seen in who knows how long.
That stuff is interesting to me.
How does he get Darth Maul?
Away from all of this other stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so that you know what? We haven't even talked about it. I don't think any other podcast has ever talked about it ever. So you heard it here first that the show, we get the we get the TM.
We really...
Scruffy looking Scoundrels just created a Sheev Palpatine series. He's writing it down. Our producer's writing it down. He's emailing Disney. JJ, you gotta do this, man. You gotta greenlight this. All right, so anything Darth Bane, anything Darth.
Yes.
Darth Boner.
The Sith. Any Sith, Jedi, old order type shit, bring it to me.
In a show, or are you
Both.
okay with the Benioff
both.
and Weiss possibly doing their own movie trilogy?
You know what's interesting about that is everyone assumes that it's going to be something
Because
Old
it's
Republic
in their wheelhouse
yes.
with Game of Thrones.
And honestly, I want that. I do want that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they throw everybody for a loop and it is completely different. But I'm hoping upon Crom's great beard, that it truly is an Old Republic movie.
And what we've been talking about at Celebration, will they announce what they're doing? And will they announce another show, do you think?
Here's what I think.
What do you think?
And again,
What are these dots?
This could be completely wrong, and it's just my speculation and speculum.
But that's the point of Star Wars.
Especially with fans. I mean, that's all they want to do. They don't really care about the movies. They just want to speculate.
I know.
I think absolutely we will hear what the Benioff and Weiss show is.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to announce Obi-Wan.
Well, that's the last thing we're going to talk about.
But that's what I think they're going to do.
What about Rian Johnson's magical mystery tour?
They might mention, again, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised about anything because
There's 5 days.
according to them, and I mean, and the way that the community is now being splintered,
Yeah.
I think they want to come out fighting. They want to come out like blowing people's minds and saying, "Look at this.
Yeah.
This is 100% the plan that we have going forward. These are the things you are going to see for the next 3 years." That's what I think. I honestly think they have it all. They have their ducks in a row.
Yeah.
They have shit kind of
Flowing.
actually planned out for once, and they're gonna say, "Boop, boop, 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 surprise!" That's what I think.
Yeah. So do you think that the movies have kind of proven that they can just, there's no plan. There's no plan. But do you think the TV shows, there's a plan? Like when they go, like they say, okay, Cassian checks off prequel stuff, Rogue One stuff, A New Hope stuff. Like it goes, okay, this all makes sense. And then Mandalore goes, we check off Rebels stuff because Filoni's on it, and there's that whole Mandalorian lore stuff leading up to maybe the New Order coming about. You know what I mean? Like where are they? Like, is there all these check marks for the shows where it makes like the story group goes, this is it? It does, it's all one big making sense.
Check marks, but I believe that
it's more cohesive than how the movies are.
I believe
guess.
because of Solo, they rejiggered everything.
I hope so.
And now I think they're on a solid path of what they want to do.
Okay.
It's great for them because literally they can start fresh.
Yeah.
After 9, after getting away from something that is so
entrenched.
Yes, this is the Star Wars saga. This is the Skywalker saga.
Yes.
It's finally closing, and they can be like,
we can do whatever
we
want.
Start over in a way.
Yep.
And I think they have laid the groundwork to do that.
That is my hopes and dreams for celebration is that they kind of come out and say, this is it. This is the new path. And of course you can change, you know, like even on the Marvel side, Inhumans was supposed to be a show. You know what I mean? Like there's things, or sorry, a movie. Like you could change, but like just to know like this is it, guys.
I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna win back a lot of crybabies. For sure.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Yeah. All right, Captain Phasma.
No.
The show.
No, I don't care. I don't care.
And
I know they've like given her substance in the ancillary shit outside of these movies.
In the book, in the comic,
you know,
the book especially was very good. Very good book.
So, but I don't care about seeing a show about it. I really
Yeah.
don't. I really don't. Because ultimately, you end up, you know what happens.
Right.
So it's like, oh well, you kind of, again, you went out like a bitch. You know. When you're supposed to be this great warrior, you know,
Right.
who kicks ass,
Yeah.
and Finn beat you, you know, like I don't know.
It's so for me, like that book is like her origin story. That's it. Like there's no in between, like the adventures of getting the outfit. Like it's there. The only thing that could happen in this show would be the time that she gets off of her planet and to the time where she's like training Finn. And there's not a show there.
Do I think that you'll see the character again? Yes, I do.
Where?
Throughout different shows that they can create. You know what I mean? They have that option.
They do.
Plop any of these people sort of like in dumb little cameos here and there, you know?
Yeah, but I think Resistance is like the only
show is
thing.
like,
Yeah, I couldn't see.
There's no reason for a full-on Phasma show.
No, yeah, no. All right, and then finally, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan Jabroni.
That's the one I'm most excited about.
Yes, I think that's the one that most everybody is excited about.
I don't think
as far as Star Wars
anyone, any Star Wars fan would go, I don't want to see that. I think everybody is excited to see it. I think Ewan McGregor would be excited to do it.
He's doing it.
I think you're right what you said.
I think he's
I
coming
think
to
they're
Celebration.
gonna, because of how everyone's gonna be there for the Phantom Menace 20th anniversary anyway. He's gonna be there. Hayden will be there. Not that we need. Could see Hayden in that show, actually. Yeah, we could.
Yeah,
100% we could see him. They
them
would.
meeting again.
He could meet again for sure. Just flashbacks of them.
Well, they could.
Force talk.
They could.
They could, even though that's another episode where we talk about how Vader doesn't do anything in this new trilogy. But yes, I would love to see this show. I would love to see it as a limited. I would love to see it as an ongoing.
I think we're going to see it.
Do you think we'll see it as limited or ongoing?
Limited.
Really?
Yep.
Like 8 episodes and you're out?
Yeah. Which is fine.
But I know, it's just 17 years is a long time.
But it's better than a 2-hour movie.
It is. I agree. I'll take 8 hours over 2 any day, especially because I like when shows time jump, and I think it could be cool to see that. Like, I could, in the limited series, if he jumped from Luke being a baby to right before A New Hope, I think that would be. You don't think so? When would you see it happening? You think you'll just see like
He
6
certainly
months
doesn't
of
look
his
like
life?
Alec Guinness, right before he sees Luke.
No.
No, don't do that.
You're not gonna age him. You're not
You
gonna
got
put on
20-something
makeup. You're
years,
not gonna
but-
do anything.
So play with that 10 years. Play with 15 years. Don't go right up to New Hope. Don't
Okay,
do that.
I guess that's what I mean, but I mean, some jump within that time period, not just here's 6 months of post Revenge of the Sith. Like I want to see like, oh, Luke's at 5, Luke's at 10.
I'm going to be
Mistress
happy with
Satine.
whatever they give us.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. Because he was the best part of those prequels.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Would we see?
And I didn't mind. I mean, they gave him some really dumb shit, Liam Neeson. But I like the character. The character has so much potential, and they've
Qui-Gon.
actually given him sort of more to do as a Force ghost in other lore You know?
There is so much Qui-Gon. Like, I just read a new comic with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and there's that new book.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
he's communing with Qui-Gon.
And he would come back.
Absolutely.
Liam Neeson would come back in a heartbeat.
He said he would.
Yeah.
So, and he has. He's done the voice.
Yeah, he's done the voice.
He's done the voice in the
he's done
cartoon.
voice,
so, you know, mark my words. But I wouldn't put money on it
Well, you just said.
because I have no money. But you can put a mark on my words that
In the
they
comments
will
section.
announce at Celebration
Yeah.
the Obi-Wan show.
Okay.
They will. And Ewan McGregor will be at Celebration.
And he will be dancing.
He'll be dancing.
He'll be singing a song about being Obi-Wan.
He'll be putting...
On the Ritz? Don't even say it. Whatever you're going to say, probably don't say it. So of all the things that we mentioned, other than Obi-Wan, what would you want to see the most as a show?
a Sith show.
Sith show.
From back in the day.
Yep.
From long before any of this shit. Palpatine, all that stuff.
Even before Palpatine?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Okay. I'm actually excited about... Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be the best thing. To see, like, the beginnings of the Sith and Jedi and why they're fighting. Maybe they were two brothers and then became...
Which is what I hope Benioff
Benioff
and
boys
Weiss
are doing.
are actually doing.
Yeah.
The beginnings of the Sith and Jedi when they were plentiful, when they were a growing army of these two sides.
Before it came the rule of two.
Imagine a movie.
Lord of the Rings style.
Exactly, but that's because that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
It's medieval Star Wars.
Like an
it's
like a adventure through...
There are space dragons. You can do all of that shit.
Yeah. Someday. There's that book that has a space dragon too that's coming out.
It's called Space Dragon 2.
I think so. I think actually that's
The Commoning.
That's the working title of episode 9. Space Dragons.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's what we should put. We have the title for episode 9 in the... Man, you know how much traffic we'll get? Space Dragons 2, episode 9.
They waited an hour to get to it. Anything else you want to say? Any other show ideas that you want to see? Any other...
You know, I'm not one of those guys. I don't like... I'm not...
You're just happy to get something.
Yeah, I don't.
You're
sit
not
there
begging
going,
like I need
wanna
to see
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like being surprised.
Yeah.
You know, I just.
You're not a big speculator either. Like I could spend hours inside of a basement looking at the wall.
Because it's just
reading
like,
my Sutter Kane novels, like
Well,
totally.
I would do that. I read Sutter Kane.
Yeah.
Do you?
You know, thinking of Sutter Kane's version of Star Wars. What would that be? I would still like to see a horror Star Wars something someday.
Well,
Like just
look at those
something.
Death Troopers. Look at those,
I know, but I want it to be.
They could do it.
Yeah.
They could do it.
Not zombies though.
Some scary stuff.
Like I want to see something weird. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I want to see The Collector, but in Star Wars. Like just a creepy story about some dude who goes and kills Jedi or something.
Oh, they're out there.
We do want to say thank you for watching these shows on the network. If you didn't know, there's a whole network here.
A bunch of different shows.
Bunch
here
of
you
different
can
shows.
watch.
We got a lot of subscribers now. We're doing good. Feeling a solid momentum. Thank you.
Yeah.
You may have noticed a little bit of a production up. So we want to thank our new producer, Zach, for helping us look, I don't know, it's probably decreased our ages at least 10 years. We probably look like we're 14 again.
I mean, I've always looked like that.
I was going to say, I don't think we really look that different if we look 14. But thank you for upping the production value because I think it looks good. I don't know. I won't know until
find out.
until we see it.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, do we look better? Do we look as good as your fantasies?
Are we glistening
Yeah.
in 1080p?
Are we sweating? Are we making you sweat? Yeah, so his subscribe.
Riley Thick Rain.
thank you for watching, and
Yeah.
that's it.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Mm-hmm.